What's one thing your partner doesn't know?
That her mom called for her the moment before she died. When her mom was dying, she was in the room with her for almost 24 hours straight and left for 30 seconds, and I was there, and in those 30 seconds her mother died, but not before calling for my wife. I don't know if it will haunt her or not, but I just don't think it's something she needs to know.
She suffers from depression, and when she hits a slump she feels like laying in bed and doing nothing, even though 99.9% of the time just getting out of bed and doing something, anything will make a dramatic difference in her day. So usually when she hits a slump I'll manufacture some fake emergency that only she can help me solve, like, hey babe, I think one of the cats has a scratch on his face, but he won't hold still for me to look. Of course, the cat is fine, but I just tricked her into getting out of bed and doing something, and that's always the hardest part. Edit, didn't expect this to blow up, reading all the replies and crying happy tears, thanks Reddit strangers.
Then I have a folder of photos on my computer called Places I Have Found My Wife's Shoes that is legitimately filled with thousands of pictures of my wife's shoes that are neither in the closet or shoe rack. I started it years ago as a joke and it has gotten out of hand.
Nothing. She reads my Reddit comments all the time. Don't you? Fuck her.
I'm happy with how wholesome this thread turned out. I thought it was gonna be filled with some dark-ass secrets.
When we were dating she tickled my feet, and I acted as if I wasn't ticklish. 13 years later she will tickle them, and be amazed I am not ticklish every time it tickles. I have to hide this forever.
My wife is the biggest softie for animals, and we have birds that nest right in a column on our porch. One day a baby bird fell out and she saw. Well, it ended up dying, but I buried it and told her that I saw the mama bird come down and get it. It made her day so much better that I haven't had the heart to tell her it died and probably never will. I also distract her whenever I see roadkill coming up, or tell her it was just a plastic bag or something.
My wife doesn't know her Kindle is connected to my Amazon account, and I can see the many alien sex novels she's read.
How to shut a drawer at less than 126 miles per hour.
Whenever we get fast food to go, she enjoys eating the extra fries, which have fallen out of their carriage and into the bag. I'm not really sure why she enjoys them so much, but whenever there aren't any, I drop a few down when grabbing my fries secretly, and then give her the bag. It's been 8 years, haha. I always grab my fries last, and she's never noticed. Holy cow. After all of these comments, I'm definitely getting a burger and fries tonight.
When we watch movies together, we always snack. One of our favorites to munch on during the movie are the Sour Punch bites. She takes all the blue ones, because I don't like them and they are her favorite, always says how lucky she is that worked out like that. The blue ones are also my favorite, but she can have them.
He doesn't know just how excited I get when he gets home. I just love being around him. The dogs can hear the garage door open better than I can, so I use them as a sort of notification that he's here. But he also doesn't know how to shut the fucking kitchen cabinets. The number of times I've almost brained myself because I stood up and the corner of a door was right above my head is absurd.
Very early in the relationship, after the second date, his monitor broke right on Sunday. I knew he was an avid gamer. So I quickly bought a 27-inch monitor on eBay and told him I had that laying around. While he was on the way to me, I power walked through half the town to get it and quickly changed clothes because it was drizzling. He had low income and no money, and I didn't want him to feel like he's in my debt. We're over 2 years together now.
Our cat has a health insurance policy. Edit, cat tax.
That I'm proposing this Saturday. Y'all better not tell. Edit, thank you all for your wishes, I will keep everyone posted.
If he's out of town, I go completely feral for the first 1 or 2 days. Candy for breakfast, falling asleep on the couch, beer with dinner on a weekday, clothes on the floor, recycling bag overflowing. Then I shape up. When he comes back, everything's back to normal. But man, does it feel good to be a sloppy pig sometimes.
I tell my wife everything. I overshare, I'm an open book. She's got an intense phobia of bed bugs. Her best friend called me to help identify and help clean after finding some bed bugs. I'm probably never going to tell her.
When I shower, she thinks I make an absurdly loud noise when I'm washing my butt. Really, I'm just squeezing water in my palm, but it's much funnier that she thinks it's my butt. Even done this while we were both in there to really get her going.
Differential equations.
That I don't need to read aloud. My girlfriend struggles with insomnia, but for some reason when I talk to her late at night she passes out almost immediately. So whenever I read a book I read out loud softly under the guise that it helps me focus. It works every time, smiley face. Edit, holy shit, thanks for all the awards. I was definitely not expecting this to blow up. Update, she found the post after digging for it, she thought it was super sweet.
My wife is prone to nightmares and often whimpers or screams in her sleep when she has one. I can reassure her without waking her and get her to feel safe enough that she makes happy little cooing noises while she's still sound asleep. I've been doing this for her for over 30 years.
Nice try, Rebecca.
Which materials go in the yellow and blue recycling bins?
How to clean the oatmeal dish. Always leaves visible chunks and then hangs it up like it's clean. She has a PhD in chemistry.
He does not know that he was my teenage crush since I was 12 and I wrote so many beautiful poems on him. We have been married for 6 years and have a child together. I don't know if I will ever have the courage to tell him that I have always loved him.
How to relax. She's always wound up about something, and it's hard for her to let herself do nothing.
How highly I think of her. She is brilliant and capable, but has the most insane and deeply rooted case of imposter syndrome I've ever seen. Asterisk edit, because I guess I didn't make it clear that I definitely tell her that she is amazing all the time. I promise, LOL.
He knows because I tell him a lot, but I don't think he fully understands how much I love and rely on him. I don't think he could know without being in my head, but I have pretty acute anxiety. I know enough about my anxiety to know when I'm freaking out over nothing, so I try to keep it mostly contained to my own brain and keep the external freakouts to a minimum. Just his presence keeps me grounded and calm. He is my best friend, and I don't know if I could have accomplished most of what I have without him.
I still see my former wife dying in hospital every day.
That her mental illness is killing me. I just wish she could be free of it, for both our sakes. I hate seeing her struggle so much.